Hey gang, Rodin here. Welcome on back to the Retrocade, and welcome to our third episode of our playthrough of the original Diablo from 1988 that was ported onto the PlayStation 1 by Blizzard Entertainment with a little help from EA. If you've been enjoying the content so far on this playthrough, it's most appreciated. As always, best way to show it, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and ring the bell to be notified of the latest content. And in this episode, what we're planning to do is carry on a little bit further into the church. We've already gone through the first two levels. We've also completed our first side quest where we cleaned out the foulness that was contaminating the water here in Tristram. It turned out there were some goat men who were peeing in the pool. And now we are able to go back in and take down whoever else is wreaking evil inside the church. But in the process of getting that side quest done, we picked up a really great unique item, which is the Ring of Truth. Gives us 10 more hit points, minus 1 damage from all enemies, and it boosts our resistance across all areas, being magic, fire, and lightning, which you see over on the left-hand column, to 10%. We will be able, as we go, to pick up more equipment that will boost those resistances, hopefully in a much higher direction. But as it is, we need to figure out what else is going on here in the church. As we let this reload, I will remind you guys to be sure to tune in for Suckerpunch Sunday and Sports Saturday coming up this weekend, where we will play a classic fighting or fighting platform-based game from the 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th generation. So, with all the usual stuff out of the way, let's see what else we can find here in the church basement. So it's a hunter's bow on the ground, but I'll probably leave that there. And yeah, I think I made a good decision opting for the Morning Star over the Saber that I had picked up. Only because the Morning Star does more potential maximum damage. But also against undead, maces and similar type weapons tend to have more of an effect. Ooh, we got a magical short sword though. And I should have Scroll of Town Portal, Scroll of Healing. That's a Scroll of Identify. Short Sword of Might. So we now have something that can give us a bit more strength. I almost got skewered with that arrow flying through. Now the real test will be what can we do against these Black Death zombies. And yeah, we took them down in much less time than it took us before. And we've already gone up a level. So now we're wanting to boost our magic up to at least 17 because we have a Book of Healing that we can unlock, as well as we can get to 20. Then we'll be able to utilize the Book of Town Portal to learn the spell instead of having to stock up on scrolls, which is really going to be the only reason why I will choose to learn magic in this game. Again, one of the many things that I appreciate about a game like Diablo is, in much the same way that I like to play Skyrim still, even though it's been around for, what, more than 10 years now, is that you can truly make your characters your own. So you can make them totally bespoke to you. And as somebody who has never been a big fan of playing as a mage in any role-playing type game that I have undertaken, whoop, we have more stuff down here. I like the fact that I'm not required to have to cling to it. So we got a book of charge bolt and a book of firewall. And I'm running out of inventory space here pretty quick. But we're not necessarily hurting for money at the moment, so... Yeah, that Morning Star does far better against undead things. Ooh.
I got a pawn.
Alright, let's take this guy out really quick. Because a blade is essentially a longsword. Come on.
I can't use them.
So this blade does 3 to 8 damage. You need 25 strength, 30 dex to use. And right now it's not very durable at all. So as I am getting fairly tight in the inventory department, we'll head back, I'll unload some of this stuff, and hopefully we'll see if Griswold's got anything new. I did start up a save file and shut this down between last episode and this episode for a couple reasons. One, because it was getting late in my afternoon. It was time for me to eat dinner and take care of some other stuff around the house, so I did that. But also, I've had a construction crew working on... they've been replacing the roofing here at my apartment complex, so... Alright, so I want to get rid of the Book of Charge Bolt. If you hear a slight buzz in the background, that is only because it is my fan that is running, because it is quite hot here being the summertime now. But hopefully it's not too bad. I would rather be slightly comfortable and have that far off in the background as... Ooh, that Book of Firewall's worth 1,500. That was a good thing to sell. I don't think there's anything else I need to get rid of. No. So we'll head over to Griswold. I'll get rid of the short sword because I don't think I'll really need it. It's 440 gold. And the blade, as helpful as it could be, it doesn't have anything on it. So let's see what he has for premium items. Okay, he's got leather armor of the sky, which is... Ooh, but that's 5,500. If I could pick that up, that would be fantastic. Red Broadsword of Radiance, but I don't have enough strength for that one, and it's too expensive. The Topaz Robe. Falchion of the Bear, the Red Cape. Resist fire, resist fire. What I really want to be able to get is the leather armor of the sky, but I just don't have enough gold yet. What does he have for basic items? He's got... Okay, he has standard leather armor, though. And he's at the longbows. Armor's 12. Okay, so let's see really quick. Oh yeah, much higher armor rating and slightly more durability than the quilted armor. We're definitely picking that up. What I should do is pop that off. No. Go there. Thank you.
Whoa, what can I do for you?
Well, what you can do for me is sell me this leather armor for 300. Thank you. Now I want to sell the quilted armor, which is 70 or 50 gold. And I'll pop on the leather armor. Move the scroll of identify over here. Move this one over here. If there's something else that I do appreciate about this game is that the music is not bad either. I do like the Tristram theme, I guess is the only way to really put it, as you're walking around town. And the music's not super intrusive, which it can be in many games. And that's a magic buckler, so we'll see. What would this give me? Whoop, no, come back down here. Buckler of blocking. Fast block. Okay. I don't think I'll use it, but polished up may make a quick 2 bits on the open market. And a regular club. I'm not going to worry about that. We'll pick up more gold, though. Okay, now I can go down, or I can go right. There's books and scrolls in here, so let's clear this room out. There's quite a few. Scroll of identify. I don't know which one that one was. Scroll of phasing. Another book. And Book of Firebolt. So some of these I didn't get a chance to see. So we have Book of Regular Firebolt, which I could read. Book of Charge Bolt. And the Buckler of Blocking. Now, I have a decision to make. Because with all this stuff, I could go and sell this stuff back to Adria, make more money, and probably have enough to get that enchanted leather armor. Because the one thing you do have to worry about is, depending on how far in the game you go, you can get to different levels and come back and find Griswold has changed his stuff. And I'm not going to chance it. So, let's run back really quick. Because again, getting a set of magical armor that gives all of your attributes a kick of at least 3 points is going to be super helpful, because that means I can already start learning the spells I'm going to need to know. Oh, well, I may feel a little silly for spending that 300 gold to buy the set of leather armor that I got.
I sense a soul in search of answers.
It was a calculated gamble because I didn't realize I was going to run into an opportunity to come back and make some more money. Which speaks to the unpredictability of a game like this, which was a great deal of the appeal back in 1997-98 when it came out. Because especially when it came to playing like Nintendo games and Super NES and Sega games, not that they were bad, but you could not deny a level of predictability with a lot of them simply because... How much gold do I have? I have 4,677, so I still don't have enough, and I still have to sell the buckler off. So, okay. But as I was saying, you know, as great as the early 8 and 16-bit generation RPGs were, I mean, you're looking at the original Final Fantasy, you're looking at Legend of Zelda, Dragon Warrior, Crystallis, all of those. It is a matter of, if you've played it once, you got everything you could get out of it. Ooh, that's 1,030. Excuse me. And we have enough to buy it. So now we have the Jagged Claymore, which I'm going to want to come back and get at some point. While I'm here, I better repair items.
Wow, what can I do for you?
There. Now we have enchanted armor. And we are closing in on yet another level. And actually, I think while I'm down here, I can come back over to my stash. And I can at least read that book. So the Scroll of Town Portal, I need 20 magic to be able to unlock. So in my next level up, I will boost that, and then I should be able to learn that spell, and I'll be all set for getting open access back to town when I need it. But while it may seem commonplace nowadays, to an extent that you can have randomly generated levels in hack and slash dungeon crawling RPG games like this, because it was so novel back then, alright, now we're going on down. It was why so many of us were just beside ourselves to be able to get our hands on a game like this. And then to think that they kept doing that through subsequent Diablo titles has really helped the series maintain its longevity. And yes, I know it's not been all sunshine and roses with these games. Alright, do you mind stopping and licking me to death? So while the Morning Star is good against undead, against smaller, more agile things like this, like those Shadow Beasts, it's not as cool. That's why it helps to be able to stand here at a bottleneck and let them come at me one by one, because if you can find yourself very easily in a situation where you get overrun by enemies, and if you're not able to get out from when they completely enclose around you, it doesn't take very long for you to end up dead. And if there is a difficulty curve in this game, and there is one, it usually kicks in when you transition out of one set of levels to another. So for instance, while the enemies and things in here are a bit challenging for my current level, but not so entirely insurmountable that I'm feeling like I'm in trouble. And now that I know the spell for healing, I can sell that off and make a little bit more money. You can very quickly, if you're jumping from like level 5 to level 6, all of a sudden see that you are getting seriously outgunned. And this is why it pays to stock up on healing potions. Because now we can boost this up, but also we can rearrange some things here to make more room in our inventory. Although that book of healing says we need 20 magic, so... Now we can read this one. Let's see, we need to go... Nope, there's a wall. We have Shadow Beasts and Bone Gnashers. Alright, take care of them. Alright, we got more stuff running around in that room than I want to deal with at the moment, so... Is now if we have Goatmen to deal with, on top of the Shadow Beasts and Bone Gnashers. It's an odd angle to be able to see it. But this slightly angled perspective was another part of why we liked this game when it first came out, was because, again, it was different. It gave us a slightly broader field of view. I didn't mean to open that door. Pop that. But at least now I can close it. If there are a lot of bodies in the doorway, then you're not able to close the doors. So there's nothing over here. So we gotta go back through that door whether we like it or not. Where are we at? We're at 25 minutes. Go away. Longbow. And that looks like a big book up there. Ooh, and now I want to get going back towards this door, because now I'm getting overrun by bone gnashers and shadow beasts, and that's not good. Ooh. Oh, that's why there's a unique one here. Oof. He does not mess around. There we go. This game's also a good test for your thumbs because you're going to be hitting the attack button a lot. That's why it helps to have a good ergonomic controller on standby. To reduce the risk of cramping. And because when you played this game on the PC, you had to use the mouse. I can't imagine how many kids either destroyed their mouse in frustration or inevitably wore out the left button on it by clicking it like they were running a telegraph. But as you can see, that took out quite a few of my healing potions. We also got the heavy composite bow of power, which that should sell to Griswold for quite a good amount. And let's boost our... We'll do a little bit more strength and a little bit more vitality, because at this stage, we're running into beasties that can go toe-to-toe with us. Now, if you die in this game, wherever you fall, all of your stuff stays, and then you have to come back down here and reclaim it. Otherwise, you come back in with nothing. Which is yet another reason why it's helpful to have a stash back in town, just in case.
Take heed and bear witness to the truths that lie herein, for they are the last legacy of the Horadrim. There is a war that rages on even now, beyond the fields that we know, between the utopian kingdoms of the high heavens and the chaotic pits of the burning hells. This war is known as the Great Conflict, and it has raged and burned longer than any of the stars in the sky. Neither side ever gained sway for long, as the forces of light and darkness constantly vie for control over all creation.
So that is what we learn in the Great Conflict. Oh, there's some biggins. Quite a few biggins. Now, if we can bottleneck them here around the sarcophagus, we'll be in good shape. There we go. And we can pick up the flail. Now I'm starting to run out of health potions because my potion bar is getting holes in it.
I can't open this yet.
Huh. So I can't open the chest. Likely because I don't have the key. So that's interesting. There's another morning star I could pick up. Oh, now we're definitely teeing off on these guys more. Well, that's helpful. Okay. Let's see. Whoops. What else do we have down here? Alright, we'll clear out this space really quick. Come on, goat man. Let's see, there's a chest over here. And there's an alcove right here. So, what we'll do is we will utilize one of our Scrolls of Town portal. Run back to town really quick. Get rid of what we don't need. And also assess what we've got, because we have... Ooh, we picked up a unique item, which is the Wicked Axe. Requires 30 strength, chance to hit, plus 10 to dexterity, minus 10 to vitality, minus 3 damage from enemies. But it is likely a two-handed weapon, which it is. I'd love to know where I picked that up from.
Stay for a moment. I have a story you might find interesting.
Okay,
A
Griswold, what do you have
caravan
for
that
us?
was bound for the Eastern Kingdoms passed through here some time ago. It was supposedly carrying a piece of the heavens that had fallen to earth. The caravan was ambushed by cloaked riders just north of here along the roadway. I searched the wreckage for this sky rock, but it was nowhere to be found. If you should find it, I believe that I can fashion something useful from it.
Okay,
Wow, what can I do for you?
so the heavy composite power I can sell for 2,200. I will do that. The Wicked Axe is 7,800. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to hang on to the axe. Just because it's a unique item, it's indestructible. And what can I get as far as premium items? I can get... Ooh. That could be good, getting the red broadsword. Red hard leather armor of the Jaguar. Pearl large shield. I could get a large shield finally. And it's resist magic 27%. Okay, well what I'll do for right now is I will drop off the Wicked Axe over here with my bow. And I need to pick up the Book of Town Portal. That way I can learn that. And now I can burn through my remaining spells, or my scrolls, and then use the spell that I have in the book. So in the next episode, what we'll do is we'll make the decision on what we want to get to upgrade our gear, and then we will carry on going through level 3 of the church, and hopefully make our way down into level 4. So in the meantime, if you've enjoyed this, best way to show it, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and ring the bell to be notified of the latest content. Be sure to check out Sports Saturday and Suckerpunch Sunday coming up this weekend as well. Follow us on Twitter at Ronan's Retrocade, or excuse me, on Instagram rather, at Ronan's Retrocade. And if there's a game you'd like to see us feature from the Nintendo Entertainment System, the Super Nintendo, Sega Master System, Sega Genesis, or Mega Drive, SNK, Neo-Geo, Nintendo 64, PlayStation 1, or PlayStation 2, leave it in the comments below or drop me a line on Instagram. Could be any game you guys want. As always, my name is Ronan. It's been great to spend this time with you. Be safe, be well, happy gaming, and we'll see you in the next episode of Diablo 1.